rank and rent digital real estate game is changing. It has changed dramatically since 2016 when I started. You have to realize that's one of the reasons I'm in the game, because it changes so quick. How in the world could I expect my information that I was using in 2020 to work today, like it just as effectively? It's not possible. And so you guys got to understand, this game is always going to change. So if you think you got it figured out today, trust me, by tomorrow, it's going to be different. It's the value of being in the inner circles like Digital Landlords, being close to the people that are doing deals and doing big business, and they have the inside scoop because they're actually doing it. So when I started this group in 2021, in 2020, we did over $1 million. In 2021, we did $1.45 million. That does not include freaking my program. I saw somebody on yesterday on my post that I made, they said,
how much of your revenue was from your program?
None of it. I became a 7-figure earner from doing digital real estate. And I did that 2 years in a row before I opened my damn mouth, because I honestly, even then I felt a little bit disqualified. And for some reason, maybe it's just a character flaw, I see people literally in my own town, there's a couple of freaking jack wagons that are selling some bullshit that have never even done deals. They're like, oh, we partnered with this person. I'm like, that person hasn't done jack shit either. And it's like, that just drives me nuts, guys. Just listen to who you like. Do some background, do some freaking homework. Anyway, back when I started this, we were doing something that we have been testing against for the past 9 to 12 months. I'm not going to go into detail because the details are what I cover inside of my program, but I do want it to be on your radar because I don't want you guys to come back to me and say, oh, Nick said this, Nick said that, even though this is free information. And what that is this, guys. In 2020, and honestly, up until I would say the beginning of 2023, I had been crushing the ever-living shit out of smart campaigns, crushing the shit out of smart campaigns. I'm talking about Google Ads. For those of you that are new, that is Google Ads. They have two different types of ads. They have smart campaigns, and then they call expert mode search campaigns. There's the starter pack, and then there's the experience pack. And one of them is really simple, really quick, really easy, and it's just boom, 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 and you're done, you're set up, and you're running. And I know some people they've not liked this from the beginning because they're like, well, it costs more money. Well, yeah, of course it costs more money. That's what you're paying for, is you're paying for speed, right? And guys, in 2020, 21, 22, the difference between saving a little bit of money and the speed was not enough for me to justify looking at search campaigns seriously. But at the end of last year, I sat with my guy, we looked at it and we said, you know what? We're kind of seeing some things like maybe we should start looking into search campaigns. And even though it was still working, I was still enough to justify doing the smart campaigns. I said, yeah, let's do it. By the way, how we have it structured inside of the program, we have a dedicated person that is just for Google Ads. That's all they do. If you have questions on Google Ads, if you have suspension questions, if you're not getting clicks, if you're not getting leads, if you're not getting impressions, you jump on with this person, they help you. It's a completely included resource. And that's my guy. I went to that guy and I said, hey, you can use my money with my campaigns and you go do whatever tests you need to do. And so all I want to say on this call, guys, number one, the game is changing. Number two is that I still believe that it works. It still does work. We still have a bunch of smart campaigns, but we are getting closer and closer to the point where it makes sense to do some few extra steps, have a little bit more of a learning curve, and do the search campaigns, which are a little bit more difficult to do, a little bit harder to set up, a little bit harder to wrap your head around. And it hasn't been that like that for very long, but we're getting that point. And so we're in the process right now. We've already released some training inside of Digital Landlords of, hey, here's how you set up a search campaign. And once you set it up, here's how you tweak it. We've already released some of that. And at the same time, we are building a new training on the ad section of how to set up search campaign. Why am I telling you guys this? I'm telling you guys this because the game is changing. I'm telling you guys this because I'm not going to come in here and do a training on exactly how to do it, because that's what I do inside my program. That's what I do inside Digital Landlords. Okay. For you cheap asses that are like, I'm going to watch some YouTube videos and I'm going to figure this out. Meanwhile, I've been doing this for 7 years. I spent $1.5 million on ads. I've gone in negative $60,000 in debt, and it's a spit in the face to think that you tell me that you're going to watch a couple YouTube videos, you're going to be good to go. So guy, you're going to have to lose the money, or you're going to have to pay somebody who's lost the money. I say this all the time. The piper must be paid, or you must pay somebody who has paid the piper. But at the end of the day, the piper must be paid. That's the saying. For those of you that think you're going to dodge the piper, it's going to come back and it's going to get you. And if you got one deal and you're like, I freaking got it, dude, I'm crushing it. Or my favorite.
Oh, dude, I've got sales experience, man. I got the sales part.
Dog, I did sales in 2013. I did sales door to door in 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. I was pre-selling a software that wasn't even done. It never got released. In 2017, I was selling SEO. In 2018, I was selling websites and freaking swag. I've been doing sales for 10 years, and I'm telling you that it's not the same. If you think you're doing corporate sales and it's going to completely just, oh, it's going to translate over, good luck.